Hey guys, this is Jack. Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to introduce a new workflow I recently developed, the Health Science Video Generator. So this system will help you to quickly create short videos or health and wellness topics. Think of videos like 10 eye care tips or 5 scary consequences of staying up late. So you don't have to write the script or do any video editing. This automated process generates a list of video script ideas based on the topic and category you entered, like health tips, possible consequences, or why something affects health. Each idea comes with a natural, conversational explanation that you can pair with AI voiceover and video clips to create a complete video. I know many people want to run a YouTube, Shorts, or Instagram channel, but often get stuck as I don't know what to write or I don't have the time to edit the videos. So this workflow is designed to solve exactly those pain points. So and it's not limited to health content. You can easily adapt it for finance, life tips, education, or even pet care simply by changing the prompt. So in this video, I will also be using a new feature in N8N form trigger to launch the workflow. And I will show you how to set up the form and how the topics are generated automatically and how to turn that into a video. So now let's look at the demo first.
At your screen or rubbing your eyes after a long day? You're not alone. Our eyes are working overtime, and it's time we give them the care they deserve. Today, we're diving into 5 simple yet powerful tips to keep your vision sharp and your eyes healthy. Because let's face it, your eyes are your window to the world. Let's make sure that view stays clear and bright.
So this is a brand new video generation workflow. If you're interested, you can join my Patreon to get access to this complete system and workflow, and also the installation guides and step-by-step tutorials. And for my members, you can just go to my Patreon and I have the post pinned, so you can just go to there and to download this latest workflow. So now about my Patreon, I've recently launched 2 new services. The first one is one-on-one coaching, and the second one is custom workflow development. So some people might not be familiar with the custom workflow services, so I will explain it with a real example. Recently, I helped several companies automate their internal tasks. For each case, I redesign and integrate their workflows according to their needs, saving them a lot of time and labor and boosting the overall efficiency. For example, I helped one company fully automate their manual data processing flow. Previously, they had to manually sort and input the data every day, which is very time consuming and error prone. But using N8N, I automate the entire process, collecting, cleaning, and formatting the data. And now what used to take a full day can be done in just a few clicks. On top of that, I integrate tools like JotForm, Dropbox, and Google Sheets, so the data flows and automatically. For example, once a form is submitted, the data is stored, turned into a report, and organized into folders. No manual handling needed. These improvements not only reduce human resource costs, but also let employees focus on more valuable tasks, resulting in a big productivity boost. So if you have a workflow idea but don't know how to implement it, or if you want to automate some process but don't know where to start, feel free to reach me out. So I offer free consultations, and if you're interested, we can move forward, and I will provide a complete automated workflow, full documentation, and 1 week of technical support to help you build your own system from scratch. So now back to the workflow. This tutorial will focus on the first half of the automation, which is this in here. So we're using deepseek to generate the script, and then the later steps like AI voiceovering and video editing are based on the tag that we have been using before, so I won't repeat them in here. So if you are new, please check out my old tutorial videos. And today we're using a new workflow trigger method, which is this one in here on form submission. So this means once you filled out a form, the workflow is automatically triggered. We're using this because the type of video we're making today is different. It requires input data to generate the script. So once I run the workflow, you will see what I meant. So if I make it active, then I come to here, production URL, this is the form. So if I put it here, so you will see I have health science video generator. Please select your topic. And then let's say if I come back to the workflow, I break it from here. So we were going to generate the title only. So let me show you in here. So if I refresh this, topic, I would say eyes, and then categories, health tips. If I click submit, and then I go to executions, you will see that we're first done because we have the one break in here. And then you will see that this is what we just submit. In here, you will see I just sent a form about the topics is eyes and the categories is health tips. And then we're going to move forward to here to generate the title. I will talk about the prompts in here later, and then for the code. So by doing this, we will have a video title for your YouTube videos and also the description. So this one here, we will say 5 eye health tips you can't ignore. And then the description is discover 5 simple yet effective tips to keep your eyes healthy. So this is how we're going to generate the video and the script. So basically, we're going to use this form in here. So you will see here we have like 10 topics in here and also some categories in here. So once you pick the topics and the categories, we'll submit this form, and then these two fields are sent to our N8N automation system, which is this one in here. And then we'll pass it to deepseek to generate the structured and natural sounding script based on your topic and category. And you can then use this script to automatically create the video. So you may be interested like why we're doing the form in here instead of like our previous video tutorial. Like when we're doing the anime fanfiction, we just ask deepseek to generate the topics and then the video content, the script, right? But in here, why are we doing this form by selecting the topic and the categories? It's because for this kind of health science video or like the health tips or this kind of scientific videos, the content is very important. So by doing this, the deepseek will generate a accurate or a good script for your video. And also, when we're doing the video editing, we have to prepare the video clips or the image that you prepared, right? So we're going to put the AI voiceover and also the materials that you prepared together as a video. So by doing this, we can control the materials that you prepared. Let me show you in here like what I meant. So in here, this is the workflow that I just execute. In here, you can see I pick eyes and health tips as the topic and categories. And then if I go to set variables, you will see in here for image folder and video folder, we have 2 variables in here. So which is unlike what we did before. This time we use a expressions, which is variables to do the folder path. If I show you my folder, then you will know what I meant. So in here, I would say we go to, this is my app video folder. And then I would say we go to health science, which is this one here. And then for example, today I want to do a topic on eyes. Then we will come to this. Because you can see in here for the result, this is called app video folder, health science, and then eyes. That means if we pick a topic, then we will go to that folder. So we will come to eyes, and then I have a bunch of eyes related video clips. Then we will use the clips to make the video. And then for example, if today you want to do something about the heart, then you come to here, have some other clips, some other different clips than eyes. Then by doing this, you can tell we can do a mix of the video content. So you can improve the video visuals by doing a different video materials, like putting different image clips into this folder. So we will come to this specific folders and then pick up the visuals. So for now, let me talk about the quick setup so you can start doing this workflow instantly. So for example, you can come to this on form submission. So what you can do is that you can add some other field in here. For example, for the topic, you want to do other stuff. I don't know what you want to do. Maybe you want to do the mental health, for example, like this. Then you put mental health in here. And then for the categories, maybe you want to do like you want to do the reasons behind this, or I don't know, whatever you want to do. So just add the field in here. Or if you don't want to do the health science videos, you can do some other things instead. Like I said earlier, so you can do some finance video generator, and then for the topic, you put some finance stuff in here, and then for the categories, you do the same thing. And then if you come to this set variables, you will see we have a number of scripts. So what does this mean is that, for example, in this video, I have 5 simple tips to keep your eyes healthy and sharp, right? So this number is referring to our number of scripts. So this number is to control how many tips or how many ideas you want to talk about in the video. So for example, if you want to this time provide 10 tips to your audience, then you can put 10 in here. And remember this number will control the video length. So be careful for this. And then for the tag, this is the YouTube tag. This is the YouTube video tag. I have this set up for you already, so you can add anything in here if you want. And then for the image folder, make sure you change this photo path, because you might not have the health sense folder in here. For example, if you have something else like I don't know, pixels, then you put pixels in here. And then for the letter part, this variable, we're going to pick this up by the on-form submission, right? For example, you can see in here, we have the topic as eyes, then this one would be eyes. And make sure that when you set up the folder, like I meant in here, for example, I have health science, so we will come to, let me change this back to health. And then make sure that when you set up this folder, you should have the exact same wordings from the form. I mean, from the drop down list. So you don't do, for example, if you put eyes in there, and then if you put eye as the name in your folder, then it doesn't work. You make sure that you have exactly the same wordings, same characters in here. With spacebar or without spacebar, this will affect the result. So make sure you have everything the same. And then we do the same thing for the video folder. And then for S3 bucket name, this is the bucket where you upload your final videos to there. For the audio bucket, it is for the Amazon Poly, like what we usually do. So now I'm going to talk about how we come up with this kind of prompt. For the first note, we're going to generate the title. So in here for the prompt, you can see we're going to send some variables to the prompt and then ask him to provide the YouTube video title and video description to us. So I will provide the number of scripts that you put, and also the keywords that you submit in the form, which is the topic and the categories. And you can see the result in here. So we have the title, 5 simple tips to keep your eyes healthy, and then the description. So we can make use of these and then put it in our later notes to do the upload, to do the video. And then for the openings, why we're having openings and then the content points, because when we come to Amazon Poly, you will see it in here. So we have 2 different parts. The first one is the openings. The second one is the 5 points that you want to introduce to your audience. When we do the deepseek prompting, the deepseek, we're going to create 5 scripts for your points. I mean, for the tips. But if you just start your video with those 5 points, that would be awkward, because you didn't even introduce your videos, or you didn't even introduce your channels. So it's better to start with the openings. So I asked deepseek in here, which is this opening node. So I asked him to create the openings for us based on the title that you, the topic and the description that you pick in the form. So you can see in here for the code 2, this is the opening that he generated. If you found yourself rubbing your eyes after a long day, you are not alone. Our eyes are working overtime. So here we just create a general script for you for the openings, which is about the eyes and some kind of health tips. And then after that, we're going to create the content points. So what does this mean? Because we're going to provide 5 tips, or maybe we're going to provide 5 horrible consequences. So this kind of stuff, I will summarize them as a points. So we are going to ask deepseek to create 5 points based on what you want to do. For example, today I want to do eyes health tips, so he'll create 5 health tips for me. If you pick the consequences, then it will create 5 consequences. So this is what he did, and then we're going to split these 5 points and then pass them to deepseek one by one. then to create the plot for us for each point or each idea. And then at the end of the day, we're going to do the summarize to put all those 5 points together. I mean, those 5 scripts. And then with our openings in here, then we'll be able to create such a half-sense video. So if you're interested in this workflow, you're welcome to join my Patreon, or if you want to buy my products, you're welcome to check it out on Patreon. So that's it for today. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.